Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bulldogs' return team didn't help matters out much there. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pressure coming. Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup would put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Texas A&M's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll give it to him again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They get him down after he makes the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Akbar. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He got it.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Casey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did.
Makes the grab down the left side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They go to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move, and the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's got it on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Fast motion from the offense. Power football with the run. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1. Not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Dropping back, it's Akbar. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Trying to burden the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dropping back, it's Akbar. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Texas A&M going quickly. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off and he was throwing that puppy away.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Akbar. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5, and those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10, and the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Coming after it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Akbar. Fires to the tight end. Quick step and go. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
On second down, they'll take to the air, trying to get to him, getting some heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
42-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're trying to get to it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, 1st down. On the ground with the counter. Nice move to keep moving. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Running it back, it's Casey. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Going for the big play. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Aggies!
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To throw, it's Akbar. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Back to throw, it's Akbar. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him. Baby.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Coming after him. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Looking to pass on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Dogs in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for a man. It's Akbar. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.